Hello, today is the 1st of March 2024. This is my journal entry. We're going to kick this one off with a quote from Tim Ferriss. Thank you, Tim, for this incredible quote. And the quote is, "Reality is negotiable." Oh gosh, I love this quote, even though it makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. And that's okay if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Just like how not everybody likes the Backstreet Boys, which is honestly a crime. I mean, not to mention As Long As You Love Me, All I Have to Give, Shape of My Heart, and also another classic, Spanish Eyes. For those of you who know, you know. I digress. The quote, "Reality is negotiable." When I first came across it, it made me feel really uncomfortable because as much as I loved that philosophy and I loved that quote, when I shared it with a few of my friends, I could immediately see from their facial expressions that when I said it, they were kind of like, I don't know, Vin, I don't really believe reality is negotiable. Some of us are stuck in a reality and we can't get out of it. And as I kind of went down that rabbit hole of thinking about this quote and thinking about my own life and how it applies to other people's lives, it sent me down a rabbit hole. Come down this rabbit hole with me. And this rabbit hole is about beliefs and how in our lives, I believe we have useful beliefs and we also have useless beliefs, right? So for example, reality being negotiable, I believe for me, that would be a useful belief. Whereas for someone, that could be a useless belief because based on their life circumstances, them believing on that could cause them harm. But in my particular circumstance, in my life, me believing in this useful belief will help me live a life that is aligned with who I am. And maybe it's going to help me live an awesome life, as opposed to if I didn't believe that reality was negotiable. So then the strange thing is there are useful beliefs in life that we can adopt, and there are useless beliefs in life that we can adopt. And sure, we can sit here and debate how true certain beliefs are and how wrong some of them are. But personally, I believe that we all have a choice that we all can make ourselves. And that choice is I can choose, despite what you think, I can choose to believe that my reality is negotiable. Right? And as a result of me believing in that and living by that belief, it's going to dictate the actions that I make in my life because our beliefs dictate our actions. So if your beliefs truly dictate your actions and you choose useful beliefs, then it's going to dictate a bunch of really productive actions in your life that will lead you to a wonderful life. Because that's another belief that I have is I believe that, let's say another cheesy one that we often hear people say, and I, as much as it's cheesy and cliche, I like it, right? For me, I like this useful belief. Anything's possible. I can hear you slightly vomiting in the back of your throat as I say that. But again, that's a useful belief to me. Because in me believing anything is possible, I therefore will live out my life in that particular way. There are things that I've done in my life that for many people, they would look at it and go, that's the most ridiculous thing ever. You what? You left accounting and law to become a magician? That's so stupid. You left a magic career to become a keynote speaker? I've never even heard of that. Then you left the keynote career to become an online influencer that teaches communication skills? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. If I didn't have those set of useful beliefs that I've chosen for myself, it wouldn't have dictated the actions I've taken in the last 10 years of my life, 15 years of my life. And here's the reality, right? Let's say I get to the end of my journey in this life and then I meet the whatever it is that we all meet when we die, whatever it may be. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know what it even, I know nothing about that. My spirituality game is very minimal. But whoever it is up there, or down here, wherever. When I die, even if that entity I get to speak to and it says, you were wrong, Vin. You were wrong in spreading the message that reality is negotiable. You were wrong in spreading the message that anything is possible. You are wrong. Well, even if I was wrong, I would still be glad I lived my life while I was on this earth in the way that I did, even if I was wrong. And on the other side of it, there are useless beliefs that we all carry around, right? I'm sure you have them too. Useless beliefs like, oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm ugly. No one's going to like me. I have no value to add. Money is evil. If I do things for myself first, I'm being extremely selfish. And the list goes on. There are so many useless beliefs. And it's just made me think that we all tend to have many useless beliefs that we carry around as if it's valuable jewelry that we never want to lose. I think it's important to audit some of the useless beliefs that we have. I think it's important to write some of them down and look at them and truly question, do these useless beliefs serve me? And if they don't, we should have the courage to throw them away. And where courage is even more important is have the courage to adopt useful beliefs. Reality is negotiable. I'm going to continue to keep that as a useful belief. And I'm going to believe that for me this statement is true and that I can negotiate whatever reality I desire moving forward. And as a result, in believing this belief, I will create and be able to negotiate the reality that I desire. What do you think? I'd love to hear from you. What are some of your useful beliefs? What are some of your useless beliefs that you'll let go of? Tell me below. Can't wait to read them.